BDOP, a brief discussion on porn. Brain chemistry.
Hello, my name is Jamal Johnson. I work for the Institute for Relationship Intelligence, and today I have a couple of things to say about pornography. There are 4 neurochemicals that give us the experience of satisfaction during sexual experiences. And this is what pornography taps into. Now, we've all heard that sex is a pleasurable experience, and maybe even in the locker room, guys talk about it. Who knows? Around the school, you hear people talking about sex. It's unfortunate that you should be studying while people are talking about sexual things as a teenager. But, we hear that it's pleasurable. But why is it pleasurable? It's pleasurable because of these 4 neurochemicals. So the first neurochemical I'm going to tell you about is dopamine. Dopamine is ecstasy and arousal. When you're about to experience something new and you know it, it gives you a sense of curiosity, excitement. Who knows? Maybe what you're about to experience is a new good, a new benefit, a new high, and you're just ready for it. You're open to it. That night before your birthday feeling, that's dopamine. Dopamine increases thinking, movement, your attention, your motivation, and your learning. So, any normal moment of sexual arousal between mature, level-headed, self-sufficient adults, people are going to be feeling that night before your birthday excitement. But as sex begins and touching starts, another neurochemical fires off in the brain. It's called norepinephrine. When norepinephrine kicks in, oxygen is increased to the brain. Your heart rate increases. Breathing increases. Your digestion shuts down. Norepinephrine makes you feel lightheaded. And why? Because norepinephrine is using all your body's functions just so that you can have the most vivid memories of that moment. Now, norepinephrine burns the experience into your brain. Maybe it was an argument. Maybe you ran away from the neighbor's dog. I don't know, but you've had some moment where you had to flee or fight. At that time, norepinephrine was making sure that you remembered everything about that experience. It's the anchoring chemical. So the reason why you have vivid memories of that experience for years to come is because of norepinephrine. Norepinephrine is making sure that, hey, you're finding happiness here. Norepinephrine makes sure you know exactly where to come next time to get some more of the same. With sex, another neurochemical comes into play, and it's called oxytocin. With other addictions, I'm not certain that oxytocin comes into play. For example, if you're addicted to video games, I'm not sure that oxytocin comes in. And here's what I mean. Oxytocin is a chemical that makes you feel close to and bonded with the person that you're in this romantic moment with. In a sexual relationship as a human being, oxytocin fires off. It makes sure that that satisfied feeling that you're getting is associated with the person that you're with. It bonds you to the person. Now, with a video game addiction, there is no person. I'm not exactly sure whether oxytocin comes into play. I don't think people fall in love with their video game. Oxytocin is released when a woman is breastfeeding. It makes her feel so connected to a good feeling that she has with her child. That child is so critically important to the mother's hope of feeling good in her own life because oxytocin is released at these critical points. Well, in the same manner, oxytocin bonds the couple having the sexual experience. This is the way oxytocin works. And you know what? Oxytocin is released during the viewing of pornography. Norepinephrine is released during the viewing of pornography. And dopamine is released in the brain when you're thinking about going back to pornography. Coming down from the experience of sex, there's one more neurochemical that is released, and it's called serotonin. Serotonin gives you a calm, soothing feeling, and really, in terms of bonding you to your partner, serotonin really makes it clear, mission accomplished. This partner fulfilled that for you. Okay, so That's the nature of sex and our neurochemicals. So, what does it have to do with pornography? Well, what if I told you that every time you view pornography,